Welcome to the LDS Data School. At any time, click on Navigation to learn the navigation features of this course. This lesson presents the standard course code add/edit functions. During this lesson, you can navigate using the sections listed in the table of contents. This course also contains playback controls below. Use the controller to rewind to the beginning of a slide, pause or play a slide, navigate forward or backwards in the course, skim through the course timeline, mute and unmute, or exit the course. Now you are ready to take the course. This training module covers the following topics: an overview of the Maryland law for course codes, the adoption by MSDE of the USDE's SCED standard course code, a description of the basic add/edit forms that can be used voluntarily by the LEAs to add new courses and map them to the SED list, how to use the edit screens, how to add a new course, how the LEA can print its course list, and how the LEA can print and view the SED listings. Maryland legislation requires that LEAs map their courses to the Maryland MSDE standard course codes list once it has been approved. In 2009, MSDE adopted the USDE Standardized Course Codes List, referred to as the SEED, School Codes for the Exchange of Data. As a result, MSDE wanted to help the LEAs with preparing their initial course mappings to the SEED. Once the Maryland Standard Course Codes List is created and adopted, the LEAs are required by law to match their local course numbers and titles with the SED list. In order to help the LEAs to achieve this task, MSDE has created the LEA SEED add/edit and database. The purpose of the LEA SEED add/edit forms is to allow each LEA to edit existing courses and how they are mapped to the SEED standard course code title and description. The add/edit forms also allow the LEAs to add new courses to the database and match these courses to the SED standard title and course description. The Maryland Code of Education, Section 7-112.1 Standardized Course Numbering System authorizes MSDE to develop a standardized course code numbering system to facilitate data collection on student participation in courses offered in the public schools. The law also indicates that the course code numbering system shall be available for adoption by each county school system, but on a voluntary basis. The legislation provides a section on the translation between the LEA and the MSDE numbering systems. If the department requires data collection involving course code numbers, the county subsystem, which has not yet adopted the state standards, is responsible for providing a translation between the county school course code numbering system and the state. Because the course code system is voluntary, MSDE created the Standardized Course Code Index System to help facilitate the LEA's efforts without creating an additional burden on them for having to create the mappings themselves. The Course Code Index System allows individual LEAs to log and load their courses into a common database and then provides the ability to map courses to the standard course code titles. If an LEA chooses not to use the Standardized Course Code Index System, they will be required to do the mappings themselves and provide these mappings along with a file for loading and processing the mappings to the MSDE. MSDE has adopted the USDE Standardized Course Code Classification System, commonly called the SEED. Information about the SEED can be found on the portal under the SEC Standard Course Codes Index portal. In general, the SEED framework consists of 4 basic elements: a course subject area, which is a 2-digit identifier, a course level, which is a single indicator such as basic, general, enriched, honors, and the available credit for the course and the course sequence number. In general, the SEED has 22 subject areas, plus a general area for other courses that don't fit the subject area. It also has a listing of more than 1,400 courses that the LEAs can map to. However, if the LEAs have a unique course, they can use the subject area to load that course and indicate that it is a unique course and it is not mapped to the SEED. The example SCED course code structure shows how the four SCED elements can be used to identify a specific course and show how the level, credit, and sequence can differ depending on how the course is offered by different schools. The course description provides the subject area identified by the appropriate subject area code, description, and the course identifier, identified by a 3-digit code and topic. The course level uses 4 codes to designate the course difficulty. B equals basic or remedial, G equals general or regular, E equals enriched or advanced, and H equals honors. Note: MSDE has added additional fields to capture whether courses are used for graduation, CTE, or technology credits. Available credit identifies the Carnegie Unit credit earned by the student for successfully meeting the course objectives. The Carnegie Unit is a measure of the amount of time a student has studied a subject. Carnegie Units are carried to 2 decimal places, allowing flexibility in the level of credit awarded. Sequence identifies how many courses are required to complete the subject area requirement. The sequence designation shows the current course either as a standalone offering, say 1 of 1, or as part of a series, say 1 of 3, and so on. Navigation to the SEC screens can be done either from the external LDSP12 homepage or by logging into the Standard Course Codes portal by clicking on the external homepage. If for some reason you don't have a portal login, send an email to the portal help desk by clicking on the Contact Us link at the bottom of the external homepage. To log in, simply enter your username and password and click the Login button. This takes you to a web-based edit screen where you can input new courses or edit existing courses. Note: if you need additional training on navigating the OBIEE dashboards, please see the Dashboard Navigation Quick Reference, the OBIEE Basic, and OBIEE Advanced training modules, all located in the training library. To access the SEC edit forms, go to the Maryland Data Projects portal main page at the address shown on the screen. Click the SEC Standard Course Codes button and a login screen displays. Type your username and password, then click on Login. The Standard Course Codes main portal page displays. To access the Courses Add Edit page, click on the LEA Standard Course Codes Maintenance Screens link. Next, the Standard Course Codes login displays. Type your username and password, then click Login. The LEA Course Add Edit page displays. On this screen, you can specify the LEA, course school levels, and select a specific SCED subject. In this example, we've selected 02-Mathematics Secondary. Click Submit contained in the selected area. The applicable mathematics courses now display in the list. The SCED course number entries display in blue with an underline. This is for more information. In the example shown, clicking on the SCED course number 02052 provides a pop-up window with details. You can also click on the page icon to display a pop-up window that provides the LEA course description. In this example, the LEA course description for Algebra 1 displays in the pop-up. To edit a course, click on the Edit button on the left-hand side of the course list. The LEA Courses Modification screen displays, with the exception of the LEA number and LEA name. You can change any course information. Note: for a description of the fields presented on the LEA Courses Modification screen, please see the Course Entry Guide. When you have completed editing the course information, click on the Apply Changes button located at the bottom of the page. To add a course to the list, click on the Add New Course button. Here, the LEA Course Modifications page displays. Note, this is the same page used in the edit process. The LEA name and LEA number fields are pre-populated and cannot be changed. All other fields are open, with many better describe the course. Important. Filling out as many of the fields as possible will improve the quality of the tracking and use of the SCED LEA crosswalk tables. When done adding, please click on the Create button located at the bottom of the page. Next, click LEA Printouts. The LEA Printouts page displays. Courses for your LEA display by LEA number, name, and other categories that match the categories contained in the SCED. Use this table to review and print out mapping information. The top selection bar consists of a magnifying glass, which can be used to select by specific column fields, in which you can enter a value, and the Actions button. For example, click on LEA number from the drop-down list. The LEA number now displays in front of the text entry box. Type in the LEA number in the text entry box and click the Go button. The listed LEA changes from Baltimore County number 03 to Anne Arundel number 02. By clicking the Actions button, you can use filters to sort and select your reports on a variety of columns. You can also save the report or download it. As an example, if you select a column, you can see which columns you can select, either all or nothing. The default is to select all fields in a column. To continue the example, let's click on Select Column. The Select Columns control box displays. There are two columns, one showing the items that will not display, and one listing the items that will display. Use the directional arrows to move selected items from one column to the other. You can move single, multiple by selecting more than one item, by holding down the Control key, or all items by using the appropriate arrows as shown. For example, select Subject Code from the Display column and click on the left pointing arrow to move it to the Do Not Display column. Subject code now resides in the Do Not Display column. Click the Apply button to make the change to the display. We can now see that subject code no longer displays as a report column header. One of the most important application tools is the filter. The filter lets you search for a specific area such as the LEA you'd like to look at or the subject code. The subject area is another common way to determine how you've progressed. For this example, we've selected the subject code column with an operator equal and a value selected from the expression drop-down. The value is 02-secondary math. Once you've selected your parameters, click the Apply button. The subject code column now displays secondary math courses with the designation of 02. If you go to the bottom of the screen, you'll see an indicator that tells you how many records are on display and the total number of records that match your filter parameters. Two other important and useful options on the Actions drop-down are Save Report and Download. Let's look at the Save Report option first. From the Action drop-down, let's click on Save Report. Next, the Save Report dialog box opens. Specify a name for the report and a brief description. When done, click on the Apply button. The report name displays in the Reports field. To download a report, click on Download on the Actions drop-down. The Download options pop-up displays. Select one of the options. For this example, we've selected CSV, which is an Excel file. On selecting the format, the File Download pop-up displays, and now we've selected the Save option. A Microsoft Excel spreadsheet displays the data downloaded from the report. From the red menu bar, click on SCED Course Lookup. Next, the SCED Course Lookup page displays. To select a subject area, click on the drop-down. For this example, we're selecting the value 05 Fine and Performing Arts. The Course Lookup now displays the selected subject area. You can use the filtering, save, download, and other functions shown previously to further define the report information. This module was a review and provided basic instructions for the LEA SCED course code add, EDUP lookup screens. More information regarding the protocol for the LEA course code entry and mapping to the SCED can be found on the Standardized Course Code portal, accessed through p12lds.msde.state.md.us. If you have any suggestions or improvements, please contact DADS by sending an email using the Contact Us link on the portal pages.